Hello, Year 9. I'm Mr. Mello and I'm the Head of Science. In this PowerPoint, I'm going to be talking to you about the science at GCSE. Science is compulsory, which means everyone must take this subject. The majority of you will follow one pathway, but there will be a choice for some people in Set 1 to take a different route. During both GCSEs, you will cover the study of biology, chemistry, and physics. In biology, you will learn about cells, evolution, disease, and vaccination, to name a few. In chemistry, you'll learn about atoms, some common chemical reaction, and the evolution of the Earth. In physics, you'll learn about topics such as forces, motion, and radiation, and how they impact our environment and our day-to-day lives. All three sciences link together, and it's best to think of them as one whole subject. So there are two pathways to take. There is a double science pathway, which the majority of students will take, and then there is the triple science pathway, which is for Set 1 students and those on target to get a 6 at the end of the year. Both courses rely only on written exams. There are no coursework elements. There will be a variety of topics covered in biology, chemistry, and physics. Slightly more topics will be covered in the triple science route. Okay, so we have the same quantity of time to get through both double and triple. So the triple groups will be working at an accelerated pace. For both sciences, there is 6 exams in total, and 15% of each paper will be based on a set of practicals. So although there is no coursework, you will still need to write up practicals and you will still need to understand those fully for the examination at the end of the year. For this reason, attendance to school is crucial to access the practical marks. So talking in a bit more detail about the double science route, this is known by AQA as the Trilogy pathway. And the reason it's called the Trilogy pathway is because it covers the physics, chemistry, and biology in equal quantities. This is compulsory for all students, except if you are a triple student taking the other pathway. You will either be entered for higher or foundation tier. There are more topics on the higher tier, so you will need to be studying these from the very beginning. So it's very important that as we start the GCSE in Year 9, if you want to do higher, you are accelerating that learning from the very beginning. It will be very difficult to catch up on these higher topics later on in Year 10 and Year 11. At the end of this award, you will receive 2 combined grades. These will cover all of the 3 sciences. Remember, this means the trilogy. Okay, so it will be a combined grade of the 3 sciences. So after you've sat the 6 exams, you will be given an average. That mark will then equate to 2 combined science grades. You can get the same grade, for example, 3-3, or you can get 2 different grades, for example, 9 and an 8, depending on your mark for the 6 papers. For those of you in Set 1, or if you are predicted a level 6 by the end of this year, you may wish to follow the triple science route. Okay, so this is commonly for Set 1 students. This choice comes very much down to whether you want to do science later on in life. If you know that you want to go on to study the sciences at A level, and you know you want to carry on and you want to do science at university, this is the pathway that I would say is probably the best for you. It gives you slightly more depth into the different subjects, and it allows you to cover a broader range of topics, so you're better prepared for the A level. You can still do the double science and get a grade higher than a 7.7 and still be accessing the A-level course with ease. However, if you want to apply to more competitive universities later on in life, for science, this is probably the pathway that you would want to go down. This is studied as an option separate to double science. So you will not do triple and double science. You will just do triple science. We will only do higher tier entries for this. So if it comes to later on in the year and you are struggling, you will not be able to continue with triple science at foundation level. You will have to go to double science at a higher level. You must be on track to get a 6 in year 9. Okay, so you should be in set 1 now. 3 separate science grades will be given for biology, physics, and chemistry. So in double science, you get 2 grades, which is an average of the 3. But in triple science, you will get 3 separate grades. 1 grade for biology, 1 grade for physics, and 1 grade for chemistry. The biology, physics, and chemistry are completely separate, okay, from each other. So for example, you could get in biology a 6, for chemistry you could get a 7, and a physics you could get a 7. So your grades for these 3 sciences will be slightly different. So to summarize, the vast majority of you will be taking the double science trilogy route. If you are in set 1 and you know you want to study the sciences for A levels or later on in life, then I would consider the triple science route. But remember, you must be on track to get a level 6 at the end of this year. If you have any questions about some of these choices, please do not hesitate to contact me. You can find my email address at the bottom of this PowerPoint, n.demello@arcputneyacademy.org. Good luck year 9 with your choices.